the function x, that's the mapping of the function, is 2x minus 7. The function is 2x minus 7. Multiply x by 2, then subtract 7. So the input, if the input was x, so the output is multiply by 2, the first step, then subtract 7, you will get the output. That's the function. Okay. I want to get the inverse function. So just change all operations. Instead of subtracting 7, we will go back from x, so add 7. Then instead of multiplying by 2, change from multiplying into division, so divide by 2, you will get the output. So the inverse function, x plus 7, then divide by 2. This is a way to get the inverse function, or we can follow this way. Y equals 2x minus 7. That's the function. To get the inverse function, just replace x by y, replace x by y, and y by x. So y is going to be x, and here 2, instead of x, write y minus 7. Then, so the first step, replace what? Replace x by y and y by x. The second step, make y the subject. Make y the subject. How can we make y the subject? Plus 7 here and plus 7 here. Then x plus 7 equals what? 2y. Then divide by 2, divide by 2. So y equals what? X plus 7 over 2. And instead of y, write f of negative 1x equals x plus 7 over 2. That's the inverse function. So we have 2 steps. The first step, replace x by y and y by x. And the second step, make y the subject. Okay. So let's analyze it again. Y equals 2x minus 7. Y equals 2x minus 7. And the inverse function is f of negative 1x equals, if you remember, it's x plus 7 over 2. Try to graph this function. Graph 2x minus 7. How can we graph it? Take a value like 0 and you will get minus 7. 1 and minus 5. Minus 5 here. 1 and minus 5. 2 and minus 3. Okay, 2 and minus 3. So I have minus 7, minus 3. It's not to scale, by the way. So that's the graph of the function. Okay. Try to graph this function, which is y equals x plus 7 over 2. Okay. Take a value like 0. 0, it will be 0 and 3.5. Take a value like 1. 1 and 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 2, 4. Take a value like 3. It will be 3 and 5. Okay. Plot the points. 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Let's say 3 and 5 in this place here. 3 and 5. 1 and 4 here. Okay. And 0 and 3.5 this place. So if you graph them, you will get something like this. Do it on a graph by using a graph notebook. So it's not to scale, as I said. This is the y equals to x minus 7, and the inverse function is y equals x plus 7 over 2. You know this line, the reflection of this line in this line, and y equals x. So that's y equals x here. Y equals x. Okay. So the inverse function, that's y equals x. That's the function, f of x. and that's the inverse function, f of negative 1x, the inverse function. This function, this line is the reflection of this line in y equals x. If you want to find this point in which they met, they intersected at this point. So this is x plus 7 over 2, and this is 2x minus 7. Make them equal to each other. 2x minus 7 equals x plus 7 over 2. To find the point of intersection between f of x and f of negative 1x. So multiply by 2 and here multiply by 2, cancel them out. So x plus 7 equals 2 multiplied by 2x minus 7 is 4x minus 14. Then minus x here and minus x here. 4x minus x, 3x minus 14 equals what? 7. Then plus 14, plus 14. Then 3x equals what? 21. Great. Divided by 3. Divided by 3. So x equals what? 7. What is the value of y? Because y, f of x is 2x minus 7. What is the value of y? Is 2 multiplied by 7 minus 7. It's 14 minus 7 equals what? 7. So they will meet. They will intersect at the point 7 and 7. That's the point of intersection. As you see here, x equals y. Okay, that's it.